I feel the need, the need for speed. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Got a very fun and special video for you today. We are going to upgrade the SCX24 monster truck, the Monster Gladiator. We're going to take this thing to the next level. And we're going to do that by putting a brand new Furitek ROCKETMAN combo in this thing. Now, the ROCKETMAN comes with the GODZILLA inrunner motor. And it's attached to this beautiful motor housing and the red anodized aluminum transmission. Just drop and go. So this is going to be an awesome upgrade for the monster truck because you know Axel and I are always looking for more speed, more performance, more fun out of this monster truck. And this is going to be the next level stuff. So we've been running the Mofo RC big block in here, but we're just ready to take it to the next level. The big block is fantastic and we've had a ton of fun with it, but we're really just looking for the next level. We're looking to take it to that complete absurdity level. And I think this is going to do it. So I surprised Axel with the ROCKETMAN combo. Now we're going to do this in 3 phases. I'm going to put the motor in. We're going to do a speed run. I'm going to put the motor and the 30% overdrive gears in that we've got. So we've got the 30% overdrive front and back. We're going to do that and we'll do some speed runs. And then we're going to put it on 3S and run all of that together and see just how ridiculous the monster truck can get. Now, we've got to benchmark this against something. So I've got our Max Smasher monster truck with the high-speed motor in it. So we're going to kick this off. We're going to do a baseline speed run, and then we're going to come back and start the install in this thing. So let's check out the first baseline speed run now.
Ready, steady, go! Go!
All right, as you can see, we've got our work cut out for us because that Max Smasher is a missile. That thing is so fast with the high-speed motor in it. The old Gladiator has got its work cut out for it, but we're going to see what we can do. So now let's kick off the install. We're going to throw in the ROCKETMAN combo here. I got a V1 electronics set. So we're going to convert this over to the V1 electronics. I got a Lizard Pro with Bluetooth we're going to throw on here. So we've got all the components we need to do it. So let's dive in. We'll take a look at the Furitek combo and then we'll start the install. All right, here's our Furitek components here. Let's take a look. Here's my Lizard Pro with Bluetooth. We're going to piggyback this onto the stock V1 electronics that I've got. So this is going to be our external ESC that we need to run the brushless system. Now here's the ROCKETMAN. I'm excited for this. Oh my goodness. Look at it. It's gorgeous. Man. It's heavy and solid. Great hardware here. Look at the size of the pinion on that thing. Holy smokes. GODZILLA. I love it. This is so awesome. I love these combos, man. It's so nice to just buy the thing assembled and just drop it in the build. It's got this beautiful red anodized transmission case on here. All metal gears already installed, ready to go. Motors mounted up to that plate with the carbon fiber here. It's so good. It's got this big can on here. Motor and everything looks great. What an awesome looking combo. Really psyched for this. This is going to be great. So I think this should be a fairly easy install because with the Mofo big block, we had to do most of our chassis mods to get the big block in there because it runs a very similar mounting setup. It's a front-facing motor. So I had to mangle the ESC tray on the stock setup. So it should just be a drop-in, I imagine, and it's very, very similar to what the Mofo setup is currently. So I'm really hoping that this should be pretty much plug and play because we've done most of the hard work, which is fitting everything in there and situating the chassis. So we're pretty much prepped. So what I'm going to do is just do a motor swap real quick. I'll have to swap the ESC and everything out of here. Just take that off right now. And then we should be good. It should be a real quick swap, I hope. So let's pop this motor and transmission out. We'll throw the ROCKETMAN system in, and then we'll give it a speed run. So, of course, it didn't go as smooth as I had hoped. It never does, right? So I had to get out the old Dremel to carve out my tray a little bit more here, because the Godzilla was just a little bit longer than the big block was. They are very similar in size. If you look at these together, and the motor and transmission very close, but that Godzilla motor is probably 3 or 4 millimeters longer, and it just wasn't going to fit. So I had to trim the front and a little bit on the side here of the ESC tray. Then it was fine. Then it went right in. And actually, I'm really happy with the setup. It looks sharp. I stuck the Lizard Pro over here on the running board, over here on the rock slider. It's the motor reaches right there perfectly. The Lizard reaches right back to the receiver perfectly. So the setup is actually really clean, and it's got plenty of room right there for the battery to sit on that tray sideways. So it fit really nice, and I'm really pumped with it actually. So I guess the next step is to just get this thing out and let's do some tests. Now let's fire it up. Hasn't been run yet, so let's fire it up, see how this thing goes, and then we'll start doing some speed runs. Oh my god! Oh, that's crazy! It's so powerful. It wants to just jump off the bench. Oh my gosh! It did jump off the bench. All right, let's try it out. Okay, here are our contenders here. So we've got the Max Smasher with the high-speed motor on the right. We have the Godzilla-powered ROCKETMAN Gladiator on the left. I'm going to attempt to do speed runs here. We'll see. I've cleared the runway, and I'm going to try to control these things, one controller in each hand. So wish me luck. Let's see what we got. Wow. Okay, now the Gladiator has a secret weapon here that we're rolling out now because the Max Smasher is still very fast. Gladiator's on 3S Lipo now. So let's see what this looks like. Here we go. Oh my god. So I don't know if I can get a legit test here because the Gladiator is so out of control. But try it again. Oh my. One more time. Let's try this again. God, I'm having a wicked hard time with these speed runs because the Gladiator is so out of control. It's just so angry. Oh. Different approach here. I'm going to do an individual run for each of these, and then we'll just kind of look anecdotally which one is faster. So let's do the monster truck, the Max Smasher first. Here we go. All right, here comes Mr. Attitude himself here. It's so angry. What in the world? 3S on this thing. It's too much. I mean, I can tell you it's uncontrollable. All right, here we go. See, I can't even keep it in a straight line. Just for the heck of it, let's see how Godzilla crawls here. This is back on 2S because 3S would be, it just would not work on the course. We'd be putting holes in the wall. We'd be shooting off the course. It just wants to rip. There's so much tension. I can feel it coming through the controller. This motor is savage. It's savage. I'm telling you, this is insane. I'm doing like next to no throttle. Suppose if you really wanted to, I mean, you could get into the Furitek app. You could work on the slow speed settings. You know, I could turn the speed settings down on the V1 electronics here, but that's really not what this motor's about. You know, this thing is just meant to rip and just go fast and hammer obstacles at speed, and all it wants to do is just go nuts. Too close to the edge for a comfort zone there. It's too much. So just for the heck of it, you know, I turned the settings down on the V1 all the way down to low. And it's not happy. You know, I can hear it kind of grumbling and hissing at me right now, but it's much more controllable. You can see I'm okay. I'm cruising around right now. So it does have the ability. It is controllable at low speeds if you take effort to make it so, but it certainly is not happy in this environment. So 2 speed runs in, the Gladiator on 3S is completely mental. I was impressed with the 2S run and with the Godzilla motor. The 3S is absolutely bonkers. It is uncontrollable. It torque steers so hard. It'll flip itself over, rip itself right off to the right or left, completely uncontrollable. And I don't know if it picked up on the video or not, but as soon as I was doing roll-ons with it, and as soon as I would get to full throttle, it would spin all 4 tires. And then it would go nuts. So the thing really needs to be on dirt. If we were on a gravel road, gravel driveway or something, this thing would be unbelievably fun. I've got one more test to do here, and we're going to throw the 30% overdrive gears in it. Now, we were having problems with the Mofo RC motor burning up because the 30% overdrive front and back was just too much for the brushed system, I feel. We went through 2 big blocks with that gear setup, and I think it was just too much with the wheels and tires and the gearing too tall. So we were frying motors all over the place. So we went back to stock gearing. That's why this is on stock gearing again. But I'm confident that the Godzilla has plenty of juice to turn those 30% overdrive gears. And I almost think it will benefit from having the higher gears. It's out of control because on the low end, it's got so much torque off the bottom. When you get into the throttle, it just loses its mind. So I think if it had taller gears and it was slower off the line, you'd have a more gradual, more controllable acceleration. Much like the Max Smasher. If you listen to the Max Smasher with the high-speed motor, it's got a really distinct whine, like the pitch of the motor goes up and up and up as the speed goes up. So it really picks up about halfway through the power band. And I'm thinking if we do the 30% overdrive gears on the Gladiator, we'll get a similar result. But we'll see. So for the final part of this video, let's put the 30% overdrive gears in front and back and see just how fast we can get this thing to go. Okay, we now have the Gladiator running 2S with the 30% overdrive gears. We're going to do just some benchmark runs because it's just too fast. So here goes the Max Smasher for a comparison run. Now here comes old Godzilla. Oh. Can't keep it straight. All right, final run. Godzilla on 3S with the 30% overdrive gears. Here we go. Oh my God. Gosh. Have you ever heard the expression nothing exceeds like excess? Well, this is excessive to the nth degree. This thing is so bonkers. I don't even know what to say. I mean, we've ruined it. That's clear. It's not even drivable. The thing is absolutely nuts. It's so angry and it's demonic, practically. You can't even drive it in a straight line. Man, I know that I've gone above and beyond when even Axel tells me to make it slower. So we were messing with the controller and putting it on the low settings, and it's more manageable in that regard. But I knew that I had kind of wandered into some deep water there when he's telling me to turn the speed down on it. This Godzilla motor is insane. Insane. It has no business being in the Gladiator. This belongs in a rock bouncer or a fully built out actual monster truck chassis. The Gladiator, the poor thing, is just getting pummeled with this motor in it. It has no business being in this chassis. But boy, is it hilarious to watch, and it is just unbelievably powerful. When we did the 30% gears, I was a little disappointed. Not really disappointed, but I was a little surprised that they didn't make that much of a difference on 2S power. And then I put the 3S in it. And the 3S with the 30% overdrive gears, that last combo in the end, is just otherworldly fast. It is just, I hope it translates on camera how nuts this thing is, because that's just what it is. It's complete insanity, but it's so much fun. Just such a cool project. If anything, just for the outrageousness of it and for the comic relief of it. It's nuts. So the poor Gladiator did take quite a beating. We ended up breaking an axle, in one of the spills that it had this evening after I put the 30% gears in it in the 3S. It hit something hard and broke that axle. The body's taken a beating. The bed's almost broken in half at this point. So I'm not sure what we're going to do, if we're going to keep this in the Gladiator or not. I fear that it's just going to shred itself to pieces if I leave the Rocketman combo in here. But what a cool project. This was a lot of fun. I'm glad I could share it with you guys. So let me know your thoughts down below. What do you think of this combo in the Gladiator? What should we put this thing in? I've got this motor combo. If we're going to take it out of the Gladiator, what should we build? It's so good. I got to put it in something if we don't keep it in the Gladiator. Or should I keep it in the Gladiator and just build the Gladiator into the ultimate Gladiator monster truck? I don't know. But we'll have to think about it. But let me know your thoughts down below. I'm anxious to hear from you guys what you thought of this. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. We certainly did. This was a great one. Stay tuned as we continue to tweak this thing. I don't know what direction we'll go in next, but I'm sure we'll keep going and do some more crazy stuff to it. So until then, thanks so much. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so, and I'll see you in the next video.
Speed for speed.
The need for speed. Need for speed. I'm going to look at you and you're going to say, the need for speed.
I feel the need
The need for speed. That was perfect, buddy.